What's up? So I am in our greenhouse. Let me turn this around. We've got some broccoli and cabbages growing here. We've got some tomatoes that have been transplanted. I just transplanted some. Mom transplanted some. These are getting ready to be transplanted from here to here. Just got some good stuff going on. Those water bottles hold heat. This is the greenhouse. So I was I was putting some tomato starts into the bigger trays, and we played a video today of this nymph who works for Klaus Schwab, some sort of advisor to Klaus Schwab, who said we're going to go through another industrial revolution, where people he's just some sort of crazed racist. These people are all racist. The basically the people working in sweatshops in these Asian countries, they'll become obsolete, and they won't have any purpose in life, he said, and they won't feel fulfillment. So basically, he goes, we'll have enough food to feed them, but they won't have any purpose in life. And so we'll just video games and drugs. This is the most disgusting. Like, you've seen the picture of the kid with the headset on, the virtual reality headset on, and he is sitting in a corner on a mattress. It's all disgusting. So when you are planting things, when you are growing things, when you are raising animals, we were talking about this on our show, and I kind of want to kind of hit this home so everybody kind of gets this and reality of there is no gender bending when you live on a farm. Okay. We have some really good Amish friends, and they raise all kinds of animals, and they're young. They have 2 daughters, and their younger daughter can do all kinds of stuff. She can milk cows. She can do stuff. But her older brothers, or her brothers in general, younger and older, can do more than her. And this is the answer to all the world's problems, is farming. I'm not even kidding you. When you find yourself stuck in the rat race, when you find yourself banging your head up against the wall, when you find yourself wondering, what's my purpose in life? Well, listen, if you've got a little plot of land and you can grow some food, then you're not wondering what your purpose is in life. You have a purpose. You have so much to do. We have so much to do around here. It's cold, so just look. I'm in the greenhouse. So we've got blackberries in there, raspberries in there. What you see coming up, that's garlic. This is just one part of the garden. I have no idea what is happening right now with the weather. I'm ready for warm weather, so I'm doing greenhouse stuff today. But men are awesome. Men can do things that women can't do, and women can do things that men can't do, and together they can do awesome things. And when you have kids on a farm, I got to tell you, hey, can you get me the shovel? Oh, there's if you guys are not subscribed to Baker's Green Acres, watch them. They have a really cool group called Anyone Can Farm. If you're at all interested in farming, join that group. Somebody just posted a video. Does anybody else's kids play Butcher the Pig, and the kids have a little a tractor and a stuffed animal on it, and they're raising the tractor up, and they're slicing it down the middle, because that's what they see dad and big brothers do, and grandpa do. And it's just, when you're doing stuff outside and the kids want to be a part of it, they become a blessing. Hey, let's plant, a sack of potatoes. Well, if you got kids, you can plant 2-3 sacks of potatoes, and and they will multiply, and you can feed them. I remember one lady told me she had 2 kids, and she's just going on and on and on about how expensive they are and how they're not a blessing. And I'm like, you have kids. How can you say kids aren't a blessing? She goes, kids are just a blessing when you're on a farm. And I'm like, well, actually, that's where God wants us all to be. So yeah, I guess kids would be a blessing. Kids are a blessing in general. but kids are a blessing because they can help. They're the joy in teaching kids to plant something, the joy in teaching kids to tie a shoe, the joy. Kids are just a blessing. Kids are awesome. And we have, and we're not able to realize the blessings in our lives. We're not able to realize the blessings that God has for us. If you guys need some peace in life, go watch it's lambing season. I've been watching, people like, post pictures of their lambs. Oh my gosh, being born. I love baby lambs. I need them. You can send them to my house. Just send lambs. I want to grow sheep. I want lambs. I want them so bad. Watching little lambs flock about literally is worth, like, people go to like amusement parks. No, I just want to go watch lambs run around. I'm not even kidding you. I went past a farm, out in Amish country, and I had never seen that many sheep and their babies, lambs, doing like a rotating thing. There had to be like 300 of them, and they were all so happy and spread out. It's awesome. But, I just keep thinking about this gender bending thing. And you can't do that on a farm. You can't do it. Michelle and I push ourselves as far as we can go. We lift as much as we can. And then some man who might weigh 50 pounds less than me, I'd probably not, but you know what I mean, can come by and, hopefully there's no men that weigh 50 pounds less than me, but smaller, let's just say smaller in stature, might come by and they can pick up more than me. That's just the way God intended it to be. And so you're like, hey, I've got, 5 boards to carry. You can carry 10 or whatever. It's just, and so you begin to just fall into this ebb and flow of life. And to the feminists out there, they don't live on farms. Because, and honestly, it's this mindset to get people off of the farms. That's what feminism is about. It's not, women didn't come up with this thing, because honestly, women had it nice. Men saw women as to be protected and provided for and loved, and can I open the door for you and let me carry that for you? And all y'all had to do was cook and do some dishes and do some laundry. No, I'm just kidding. When men are at their peak doing what they can do, and women are at their peak doing what they can do, and then everything is flowing the way it should go. And so the answer to this great reset, and the answer to the gender bending stuff, because the testosterone is still going to be there if you try to change your genders, to recognize the value in each gender, to recognize how God made you and how women were made and designed by God to bear children, to nurture, to care for, to provide. It is within women to want to be nurturing, to provide, to go. Of course the devil turns things around and makes it into abuse, and saying make me a sandwich. Well, that's abuse. Women want to make you a sandwich. That's just the thing. You want to, I know it doesn't even have to be in a marriage. I know when Michelle and I came to move in to take care of my grandma and my uncle, you just want to nurture, you want to care for somebody, it's like, that's why women become nurses, is because they just want to care for people, because it makes you feel good. It fulfills your soul, right? So you get into these roles, and it's not necessarily this is the man's job or this is the woman's job, but men are best suited to do certain things. Men are best suited to go hunt, but women can hunt. Men are best suited to carry the hunt back because it's heavy, but I'm sure women can do it. I mean, Michelle and I feel sorry for Matt sometimes, okay? Because we'll kill a pig, and Michelle and I do not equal one Matt trying to lift that thing onto the thing. We just don't. I can do everything I can. I can probably do 1 million push-ups a day. And so the answer to feminists, put all the feminists on a farm for just like a few months. They're going to be begging for men to come and to build and to carry and to kill, to slaughter, to do things like that. And that's why, like, when men went out west, they would stay in the field all day, and then they needed food, or they needed their laundry, washed. And we've got washing machines now, and we've got ovens now, and we've got all kinds of these modern conveniences. And I think, honestly, guys, the answer to all the great reset problems that we're seeing right now is getting back to doing things more naturally. And if you guys have just a little bit of acreage, I encourage you to start planting, get a few chickens as a family, pray about stepping out and just recognizing that men are really good at and suited at building things and doing things, and having building days and lifting barn days and things like that. So we're gonna be going to Hocking Hills, Ohio, May 13th, 14th, and 15th for the Homestead Old School Survival Boot Camp. Old School Survival Boot Camp. And you guys can get tickets to that. I hope you do. If you put in old school, if you put in OSS, Old School Survival BC in all caps, 15, I believe, you can get $15 off a 3-day pass, and join us there. But learning skills, they should be forced to watch the Waltons' Little House on the Prairie for days. That will do it. They actually have to live it. Barry says, I love lambs too, usually the mint sauce after they've been roasted. Thanks for saying men are awesome, Leah. Here's the thing. I love men. I love men who love to do manly things. I just do. And it's so funny because people think that Michelle and I, you girls are we are anything but feminists, but what God wants you to do all that you can do and all that you are created to do. But yeah, there's been such a backlash against men and manliness that I feel like I could do 100 videos a day. It wouldn't be enough to say men are awesome, especially men who do manly things, especially men who start their own businesses. And I encourage men to all do that, to get out of the rat race. God has given you a strength to use, to bless, and to serve yourself and to provide for yourself. So if you guys can start planting right now is a good time to start planting. Like I said, we've got tomatoes here. I'm going to show you if you're just coming in. We're in the greenhouse right now. We've got some cabbages here, some tomatoes. I'm getting ready to transplant these tomatoes into these containers. The garden is just popping up outside. The garden's popping up outside. I've got lettuces, and the chickens got in. Oh my word. The chickens got into one part of my garden because the kids came over yesterday and I forgot to shut off one of the fences. So that was heartbreaking for a moment. But yeah, I just kind of want to give you guys an update of what I'm doing. I'm hanging out in the greenhouse. I got storage up there. This is the warm part right now. So I'm kind of dreading going back outside. But yeah, just popping on. The answer to the Great Reset, the answer to feminism is farming, growing your own food, milking a cow. You're going to be glad you're glad to have a man when you time. I would love to see a woman just go, you know what I'm just going to do? I'm going to butcher this cow. Go at it, girl. You're going to wish you had a man. Now we can take it up. We'll cut it up. We'll put it, we'll I love the butcher part. The slaughter part, not so much. I love the butcher part. I love to cut up meat. I don't know what it is about it. I enjoy it. I love getting the different cuts. I love making bacon. I love making chops. I love cooking. And there's just there's an overlap in the gifts that we all have. But I tell you what, you're going to wish when we're having to survive off the land, you're going to wish men were men and women were women. And you just fall into those perfect spots that God has for you. And it just fits. God put man and woman in the garden. It just fits. So anyways, I love you guys. Bye.